around, what was it, like March of this year? I think March of this year we probably reported in April, but it came out, I think, March, about the cell phone use, right? So the cell phone use in boot camp, 5 calls. Looking into it, it looks like the normal 5 calls that we would have had when we went through. It's just that they can make those calls on a cell phone, right? Look, after I looked into it a little bit, Tish, it don't look like nothing different. It don't look like they could, be doing all types of crazy stuff. But what's your thoughts on that cell phone usage? Am I kind of hitting it spot on, or is it anything more?
No, I mean, that's kind of what it is. In my opinion, they're getting a phone call anyways, so they might as well just use their cell phone. Now we ain't got to, keep track of phone cards and, all this kind of stuff. And the family doesn't recognize the phone number, so they're not going to pick up the phone because people don't pick up phone calls that they don't understand the number from. And, it just kind of alleviates that burden of now they got to have a phone card. They got to have money to buy the phone card. And the cell phone is at the disposal of the RDCs all the time, right? We keep it in the work center locked up. So if I need you to make a phone call for, your security clearance, or, you're getting ASMO'd and I need you to call your recruiter and your mom or dad or whatever the case is, I'm just giving you your cell phone to make that call. But I think there was some misconception when this first came out that, they can have their cell phone whenever they want to, or during holiday routine on Sundays or whatever. And that's not true. It's during the scheduled phone calls that they get their cell phone, or when the RDC permits that they can have it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I'd like to know though, I would like to know where it came from though. Right. I like to know the why behind it. Did it come about because we had a focus group? Did it come about because, junior sailors put something in a, some type of box and say, hey, we'd like to do this? I just like to know how did that, became a thing. Not saying I dislike it. It makes sense when you talk about the phone cards and the, all that stuff. And then you in one ship, right? So now it's all right there. You ain't got to go nowhere or anything because the cell phones are right there. So it kind of makes sense, but I just like to know where, it started from though. I like to do that.
In the article I read, it just said efforts to modernize the process, just to get that shit up to 2024.
So we were the last branch to do it. I think every other branch of the DoD is allowing their cadets or recruits or whatever they're called to have their cell phone in boot camp. And I think we just had that old school mentality where we got 35 payphones. Why don't they just use those instead of their cell phones? Well, because it's 2024 and everybody got a damn cell phone. Why don't we just let them use that? It just makes perfect sense. Why are we wasting all these resources and materials and shit when they got that at their disposal all the time?
Man, my kids don't know what a cell phone is, man. I mean, not a cell phone, but a payphone. Man,
they know the song. They know the song. That shit going to a wax museum, bro. They
for real, man.
What is this? First off, what are you doing?
It's so crazy, Dumbo. When I seen one probably about 6 months ago somewhere, man. We taking pictures of it and everything. We taking pictures with the phone, selfies.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, man.